Here is this list of books that I have either read or I've tried to read over this past month and a half. I don't even know how long it's been since I've done one of these. You'll understand one day when you become a teacher or an educator or a big job with lots of time. So I read Corrupt because all of you were like, you need to go ahead and give Penelope Douglas another chance because Punk 57 was not the one to do. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to trust you all. Did I think that this was better than Punk 57? 100%. The biggest reason is because of the age, okay? Except for when it wasn't. I was like, what are you doing? What is it about Penelope being like, let's talk about the No, I don't want to hear about it. I don't care if One Tree Hill alluded to it. I don't want to hear about it. But there was a lot more suspense with this. However, there was also a lot of, no, not okay, and why are we being like, slight dark fantasy? There's no dark fantasy about it. Go to a therapist. I'll read the second one. Okay, so I'm currently in the middle of Malibu Rising. For those of you that are not familiar with Malibu Rising, it is in the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo universe, okay? It follows McReva's family, most specifically Nina, okay? And this like party that they throw every single year. And the first half of the book basically takes us through how like Mick met his wife and like all that stuff, and then the children they had, and we kind of find out like this rags to riches story. Obsessed, beyond obsessed. But what's really obsessing me is the second half of this book is every other chapter, because the chapters in the present are like time stamps. So it's like 10 a.m., 11, anyway. We're now at the time where it's about to be a party, and here's the deal. It's all on the back cover. This is following something that happens, and we find out at the very, very beginning of the book, we're like, a fire is about to happen. We don't know how it's going to happen, and so every single chapter or timestamp, we're meeting new guests in the party, and like, it's giving White Lotus, and like, I'm totally fine with it. The only reason that I'm halfway through it, because I was flying through this, you guys. I was absolutely flying through this right before spring break hit, because I was just needing to be able to decompress. There's a lot of stress that happened in the month of March, April. And let's just be honest, in the month of January, February, March, April. And I was like, I need to get back to reading. This did not disappoint. I did not think I would like it as much as I have. But the only reason that I have not is because there was one day where I was just not in the mood. I was not in the mood for it. And I was like, I think I need to go back to this series because I'm directing a play that's similar to it. Anyway, so I picked this up 4 days ago. And y'all know my love-hate relationship with the series, okay? Other than like my hate-hate relationship with the creator, okay? But my love-hate relationship with it is the fact that I don't think it's as good as I think it's supposed to be, but I think it has everything to do with one of those you just had to be there moments. And so when I read the third book, I like sobbed. I was like, dadgummit. Like, I was really excited about not liking this series because I don't like you. So I can DNF the rest of it. But that third book got me. The fourth book, all of the you know what about it just had my heart. That character forever has my heart. Justice for them, okay? The fifth one, with Umbridge, I was obsessed with this villain. I just loved every single thing that was villainous about this character. But once Voldy just had to keep talking and talking about what happened with his plan, I was like, but then once Dumbledore told Harry about his everything, I was like, okay. But y'all, I read this thing in 4 days. I hate to say, I think it's the best HP. Everyone, what they told me is they said, because I'm an adult, this is the most adult of what I've read so far, so it makes sense. But I just flew through this, everyone. It was very comfy to read, and I don't know. I was very, very happy to see the character of Harry being, in my opinion, the best person in the book, because he gets on my nerves the rest of the series. But this one, I was like, good for you. Stand up for your connection with Dumbledore. I will say this. and then I'll say no more. To me, the Jenny of it all isn't earned. Moving on. This next book, okay? I know what I said before where I was like, I'm obsessed with this book. And then I think what happened is that I got so invested into my job that I put it away. And now I don't remember what I read, okay? But with Iron Flame, the audiobook, like the graphic audio is helping me a lot, okay? I think I'm so sad because I'm not going to tell you guys that I don't like the series because I do. I think that it's something that I can't read sporadically. I have to just take time off and read it, just like I did with Half-Blood Prince. Maybe that's the reason why I love the sixth book, is because I read it all in one fell swoop. Like I'm aching from that book, and I never thought I would ever say that about one of them, okay? This, to me, I don't know why, but I'm not wanting to constantly pick it up. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it, but I don't know if I'm like, oh, give it to me right now. Like I have with like books that I'm just like obsessed with. Like I could not put down Anastasia, okay? I could not put down any of the Emily Henry books that I've read except for Book Lovers. Couldn't do it. Other examples insert here. Couldn't do it. This one I keep putting down. This one, every single time I finish a chapter, I go, oh, okay, cool. Let's drink some water. Like, and I don't want to drink water. No, I want to keep going. I want to be dehydrated. I want to dehydrate myself all day long for a book. And I keep getting hydrated. So, okay. This next book, every single time I talk to my sister, she's like, read this book. And I started the book, oh my gosh, was it? Oh, no, it was. Okay. I started the book at Thanksgiving, and I was like really, really into it. And then once again, the job, I think, okay, with Lady of Darkness, definitely has vibes of ACOTAR. So if you're looking for like an ACOTAR holding place, you go here, okay? Very similar writing, very similar vibes. There's something about whenever we go to the POV of the male, which I'm usually about a male POV, let's go. There's something about getting to it that makes me go, oh, I need a glass of water. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to be dehydrated. I want to be able to take this and like the skin like doesn't go back to normal. Like I haven't drank water so much, but that's not happening with this. Audiobook is great for it. I think once again, I have to put time aside. Okay. But there is a book that I don't think I need to put any time aside. I think I need to just find somebody to spoil it for me and pretend that I read it. Okay. And that is this final book here. Okay. With this book, I wanted so badly for this book to be like, I'm so glad I needed it to be this way, and it just has not. And I think for this reason, I have to blame a graphic audio for it. I have to blame just her inability, in my opinion, to keep my attention when she talks about her world, okay? And here's the deal. If I can't get into it when I switch from paperback to hardback, sometimes you've just got to let it go, Elsa. And I think for this reason, I might come back to it one day, but I've tried many times to read it again. And you know what? As soon as I film this video and edit it, I might pick it up again. But right now, in front of you, all of us together at the same time, I'm gonna say no. It just, I think I actually despise everything about that audiobook, the graphic audio, and I love me a graphic audio. I hate this graphic audio. In fact, this graphic audio is to me the epitome of what not to do because it sounds like I am listening to, I've already talked about it. I feel like I'm listening to Saturday morning cartoons, but it's spicy and it's nasty and I'm